Good morning from Ohio. I am Loyal Zobi, and I welcome you to my channel this beautiful morning from Ohio. It's sunny. It's a little bit cold, but it's really a good day. I think we're going to have fun this day in Ohio. Using as much exposure to the sun as possible. So welcome to my channel, and if you are looking, we are in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, and the good news is that people are getting vaccinated, and hopefully we will be able to move to normal lifestyle soon. So if you are planning to start traveling and you're looking for a place to visit that is actually one of the world heritage sites, and at the same time it's one of the new world wonders, and it's a famous archaeological site, I'm going to tell you about the city of Petra in Jordan. And I'm going to tell you when exactly to go visit that city, and why, and what you can be doing in that city. So my name is Loyal Zobi, and I am a fan of the World Heritage Sites in the Middle East and North Africa. And I am on a quest to give you and to inform you, give you information and insights, and to inform you about the many, many, many places or World Heritage Sites in the Middle East and North Africa that you should have them on your bucket list to visit. So Petra is an ancient archaeological site, and it's a famous site in the country of Jordan, and Jordan is a country in the Middle East. And so Petra, it's dating, the city is dating to around 300 years BC, and it was the capital of the Nabateans kingdom, and those are Arabic people who were famous in trading, and they were controlling the trade routes from the Arabian Peninsula and Syria and Europe. So that city was a center of trade, and people prospered there. So you can access the city via a narrow canyon called El Sikh. It contains tombs, temples, and all of them are carved in a pink sandstone cliffs, and earning that the name of the city as the Rosy City. So it's really a beautiful site to look at and to go visit. The most famous structure is almost 45 meters high, and it's almost 150 feet, and called Al Khazna. And it is a temple tomb. People are still arguing about that, but it's known as well as the treasury in the city of Petra. Now, you could probably, if you are watching this video, you probably are interested in Petra, and you've seen Petra before, or you are, have some Jordanian or Palestinian heritage, and you're living in a country outside of Jordan, and you know a little bit about Petra. You've seen the pictures of Petra. What I'm going to tell you today is something different. So I am the proud owner of a website called forpetra.com, and it's a private website in which I'm trying to build dynamic and diverse community that is interested about the history of Petra, its people, and its future. And it's you have I'm trying to build a forum as well as an informative website about Petra. I'm an academic, and I could be telling you things that from an academic point of view. So you've been warned. So in my website, you can check it, forpetra.com. I'm showing a lot of things about the events that are happening in Petra, all around Petra in Jordan. What kind of news out there for Petra, and knowledge. One of the important things that I'm going to tell you about is that I'm interested in creating a database for all the scientific publications and articles that has been made about Petra, its archaeology, its history, its people, and what is the view for the future for this amazing site, actually, that we as a humanity, we have decided to protect it as a World Heritage Site. what I want to show you, this is a website, you can visit it. It's an effort to keep, to have one independent website that people can go to learn more about Petra and what is happening in the ancient city. Keep in mind, that's what I'm looking for, Petra's history, people, and future, and I'm going to focus on that. I want to talk to you about that now. What are the things that you can do in Petra, and how to benefit from a visit to this archaeological site and this ancient city? So you could do if you're a fan of hiking, that's thing that you should be able to do. And I'm from Jordan, so I recommend, I visit Petra multiple times. If you want to go and visit that city, I would urge you to go. Recommend that for you to go there in the early morning, so that you have the entire city for yourself. So if you are a hiking fan, it's a really great place to go, and there's a lot of archaeological, structures and landscaping that you would really like to go and look at. If you are if you're interested in archaeology and you're studying archaeology, it's one of the places that I would recommend for you to visit, because you will be learning a lot, and about how the Nabateans were building their city, and how did they interacted with their environment, and with their close proximity, and how they benefit from the resources around them, and how did they build a sustainable city that lasted for a long period of time. One of the other things that I told you, in this channel, I'm going to tell you things that nobody's going to tell you in other places. So it's not about, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not a travel agent, but I'm going to tell you about, from my experience, what are the things that you should be thinking of doing. So if you are you have Jordanian heritage, and you are living in in a country outside Jordan, and you want to go visit Petra and see the country, one of the things that I recommend for you is that to contact your family members and go for them and arrange to attend a wedding in Jordan. That is something that you should be having on your list to do in Jordan if you are visiting Petra. So you can go do hiking in the morning, and the evening. Usually we have at this moment with the pandemic and COVID-19, nobody's doing large gatherings, but I hope by the time that everybody's vaccinated, that you can go and meet with people and interact, and we get back to a normal lifestyle. So if you're visiting, arrange visit with your family members. And if you're not a Jordanian or don't have Jordanian heritage, I would imagine that you will find a Jordanian friend or colleague around you, wherever you are in the world, because Jordanians are everywhere, and Palestinians are everywhere. So before you plan your trip, speak with one of them, your friends or colleagues, and go and visit their family and arrange to. Usually people do the weddings in the summer and the spring, and that is actually the time that you need to go and visit Jordan, and I will tell you why. So weddings, and we have bachelor parties and bachelorette parties before the wedding, and the bachelorette party, we call it henna, and the bachelor parties we call it ta'lile. So make sure that you attend one of those, no matter where in Jordan. So Petra is the biggest city close to Petra is called Ma'an, and they're good people, and you need to go and visit and learn from them. And if you attended a wedding there, you'll enjoy it. So or one of the parties prior to the wedding. So keep that in mind before visiting Jordan. If you want to really, really enjoy the trip, make sure that you arrange to visit a family member, or so you need to know people to go and visit them and to interact with them. Don't just go and visit the city itself. You need to learn about the people. Also, you can do cliff climbing in the city. I don't know if the Jordanian authorities are allowing this in Petra, but I know that they're close by. You could be able to be doing that. The other thing is that close to Petra there is something called Ma'in Falls, and if you go in the spring, you'll enjoy it. It's probably the largest falls in Jordan, waterfalls. So Ma'in waterfalls, and there is a good restaurant and a good hotel. You can stay there. Now, also, if you like camel riding, donkey riding, and also horse riding, you can do that when you visit Petra. So those are the things that you can do in Petra. But the most important one that I want to talk to you about, and that's why I would like to show people what are the important things that they can do in these World Heritage sites and the cities close to them, is actually eating and dining. So my recommendation to you, if you want to visit Petra in Jordan, visit it in March and April. And there is a reason for that. So Jordan is the majority of the country is desert. And however, in Jordan, there's a lot of castles, small castles, that are dated to all the periods of history. And people were building these small castles, and even there we have Roman cities, in order for the Roman Empire elite or the Khilafat elite to go and spend the spring in Jordan. There is a reason for that. First of all, the weather is awesome in March and April, and the other thing is that you need to be aware of is that Jordan has a variety of plants that actually grow in Jordan, that they're very unique, and you can't find them anywhere in the world. So people in March and April, these plants actually start growing. And if you are a vegetarian, or if you're a vegan, or if you just want to try something new from the earth plants and the natural plants, organic plants, you need to go to Jordan on March and April, and you'll find a lot of these plants. If you visited in March and April. So I wanted to talk to you about. So I care about Petra. But as I mentioned to you, you could check the online and you'll find a lot of information and content about Petra. But you will find little about its people and the heritage and what they're doing and even their lifestyle. And that's what I wanted to highlight in my efforts in these sequences, or the sequence of these videos. So one of the things that I wanted to so we agreed that you need to visit in March and April. If you want to visit, make sure that you are in touch with some of the locals. If they're a family member, or if they're recommended to you by a friend or colleague, make sure that you attend some of their gatherings and celebrations, your wedding celebrations. You will enjoy it a lot. The thing that I wanted to talk to you about also today is food. So in March and April, what are the things that you could eat if you visited Jordan, and why you should look for these? And this is the reason why I was telling you need to find someone that he is or she is from the locals. So I'm going to share with you some of the really, really cool things that you could eat in Jordan. And I don't know, the recipes are, if you find them, you could. I'm going to do more videos and tell you what are where can you find these recipes, and I'm going to share them in the comment section as well, in the description of the video as well, so that what you're looking for. So the first thing I want to share with you. Again, remember, you need to visit spring, March, April. So the first thing that you need to look at is something called fresh khabbeze. And in Arabic, it's khabbeze. And this, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you need to try this. So this plant actually grows in the spring, and it looks like this. Hopefully that you can see the view in the screen behind me. So this is how it looks like. And people chop it and stew it with onions and olive oil. That's the first thing that you need to do. And it looks like this. And this is actually one of my favorite dishes to try in Jordan. So if you are visiting Jordan, you need to try this one. And the other dish that I'm recommending for you to try is something called gondelia. And in Arabic, it's called akub. And this gondelia, it's a plant, and it just happened to grow in Jordan in the March and April, I think, if I'm correct, and it's just in spring. It has a lot of needles, so be careful when people wear gloves to get to these plants. But when you have them and they clean the needles from them, they are really, really good to try. So they're stewed with olive oils and onions. Also, people cook them with yogurt, and it looks like this. It's something, it's worth trying. And again, this is why I'm saying to you that people visit Jordan and Petra, they should be visiting in March and April to be able to try these dishes. I'm not sure if you can find them in restaurants, and but if you looked, you'll be able to locate a place that is making these. My best bet for you, the best bet is that to be in contact with some of the locals, and they will do it for you. It's awesome. And the Jordanian people are friendly, and they're welcoming, and they want to share their culture, and so you will enjoy being with them. So that's Akub or Gondelia. The other one that you need to try is something called Mulukhia, and this is how the plant looks like. And you can find frozen Mulukhia, but what I recommend is that to eat it fresh, and that's why I'm recommending for you to visit the city of Petra or Jordan in general when it is March and April. So Mulukhia, good, perfect. And they make it as a soup, and you can have meat or chicken with it, but usually it's without meat or chicken. So this is a good option for vegetarian and vegan people. The next recommendation is to do something called arugula. I'm pronouncing it wrong, that's for sure. Arugula. So it's jarjir in Arabic, and it is used in salad. So this is another something that people should try. It's really, really good and tastes awesome and healthy. And the other thing that you need to look at and to try to taste is something we call the fava beans, and they are in March and April. So the fava beans, fresh in Jordan, it's awesome. And what people do with this, they make it with rice, they make it as a soup, they can mix it with meat, they can just do it, eat fresh. So it's something worth really trying if you're visiting Jordan, and if you're visiting the city of Petra. Another recommendation for you if you visit Jordan is to try another plant, and that's an amazing dish called elet. In Arabic, it's elet. In English, I don't know what the right name for it, but I would assume that it is elet. And and in Arabic they call it hindiba as well. So I hope that's correct. So this is another plant that grows, and you can find it in March and April. You go there, you can find it in all the markets, and my recommendation is to speak with one of the locals, and you will direct you to the right place. Even if you're visiting in a hotel, ask the people in the hotel to direct you where can you find these exotic dishes, and they're amazing. I know that other people will be focusing on other dishes when they visit the Middle East and North Africa, but to me the veggies are actually why people should, in my opinion, should be visiting let's say Jordan in particular, because of its amazing variety of plants that grows in the spring. The last one that I wanted to mention to you is za'atar, and it is thyme in English. So in Arabic it's za'atar, and this is one of the main dishes in Jordan. So people spend a lot of time preparing za'atar in many different ways. So this is how it looks like, the plant, and then you can find it. People grind it and add sesames to it and a lot of other components, and they start making pies. So it looks like this. This is how the za'atar will look like. But people use the green leaves and make pies using the green leaves after they stew them with onions and olive oil. So these are the pies, and again, they could be grinded or they could be just leaves for people who can stuff them pies with them, and they're really tasty, really tasty. So this is my take for you on what to do when you go to visit the ancient city of Petra. Keep in mind, go in March and April, get in touch with locals, make sure that you are interacting with the people and attending weddings and gatherings. At the end of my video, thank you for watching. If you reached to this point, I hope that you can, if you're interested in more content, subscribe, like this video, and hit the ring button so that you can have access to all the videos that I'm going to be creating. I'm going to share also my social media accounts in the description of the video. Thank you for watching. Until the next time. Bye.